Hi, welcome to Ian HRP on YouTube and welcome to the video for today, which is for a vintage lens for my modern day DSLR. So yes, as I said, today's video then is for a vintage lens which I'm going to be using on my modern day DSLR. It is actually, to be precise, it's a Helios 44-2 58mm f2 standard prime lens, and it's one that's got a bit of a cult following. I haven't looked much, to be fair, into vintage lenses for cameras, but I stumbled across another video for this and I thought, ooh, that looks like a good value product. So basically, I believe these were built, they are Russian design and Russian built, and have been built up until the mid-90s. I don't know what era this one is from, but I picked it up on eBay for about £28, which when you compare it to a modern day lens is dirt cheap. And apparently, I've done a quick little bit of testing with this and it does do some nice pictures, so I'm really looking forward to seeing this lens. It's a Vivator on the lens cap, and looking around the lens quickly, you can see that it is a fully manual lens. So looking at the lens, as you can see, it does say there, made in the USSR. You don't see that anymore because it doesn't exist. So yeah, it is a Russian made lens. I believe they were making them from for about 40 years. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it goes back to about, they stopped making them in the mid-90s, early 90s, something like that. It is completely manual. There is no mechanical parts on this at all. So as you can see, it's manual for your f-stopping and it's also manual for your focus. Which is a massive focus range. It's about 300 degrees focusing, which is a lot. As you can see through the actual lens, if I show you the lens there, get it right there we are, Ian. Those are your aperture blades, as you can see there. They are in fairly good quality. I'm trying to get it without the reflection and I'm not succeeding very well. There's a little bit of oil. Is that oil or mould? Let me zoom in there. There we go. Let's have a look, see what's in that. I think that's probably oil and just the blade slightly decreasing. But do you know, it works completely fine. None of the stuff on there is going to affect any of the pictures that you're going to be making. As you can see, you've got the branding inside. It is the Helios 442, and it is 2x58 or 2.58. And it's that's obviously the model number, and that. So looking around the side, you have your f-stop ring and your f-stop control, and it goes from f16 all the way down to f2, and you control it by this little ring here, and the red dot on there indicates what f-stop you are at. You can control it further by, if you use this ring here, you can, it's a bit stiff, but there you go, it clicks basically. Hopefully you can sort of hear that. Yes, it clicks around, so you can basically set it by this red dot there. So you can have it, so the maximum f-stop I want to go to is f11, it won't go any further, and then the minimum goes all the way back to 2, and you can change that to, let's there we go. Turned it the wrong way in. So say for example I want my maximum f-stop to be 5.6, so I get complete control. So you can compose your shots at f2, letting in some more light, but you actually want to take it at f6, and then you just slide the control around and you're stuck at f6. What I have found, just very briefly with a few test shots I've done so far, is that I tend to use that for focus instead of that for focus. But it's all a case of getting used to the lens. So yeah, as you can see, your focus range is from, the only bit of, I haven't noticed that wasn't on the description of the eBay selling, but it's nothing, because I don't know how old this lens is. It's quite an old lens, I think. So you've got infinity all the way through to, what's the maximum? ½ meter. So yeah, ½ meter through to infinity for your focus. So as you can see, the actual connections for this is a screw connection, screw mount. There is no, so that would not fit on my camera, obviously. So you need to go and pick yourself up one of these, which is a little adapter. It's a 42mm screw thread to ESOS adapter. Again, this was on, I think this got this off Amazon. It was about £4, £5. And it just fits on there, and it's a very nice looking, it's nice full metal body, nice construction as well. It fits onto the camera nicely, and then it doesn't affect the quality of the picture or the light coming through to the lens. So as you can see, your F blades are in there. So as you can see, the F blades are in there. That's obviously F2, no sorry, that's F16, and that goes down to F2. A lot of people use these for video. I've not tried using it with video yet, obviously, because I'm recording on my Tamron lens, but it's the first manual lens I've ever had, and if it gets me out of using autofocus all the time and sort of teaches me how to properly focus, and it's a prime lens, so it's a 50, what did I say, it was 58mm, which on my crop sensor is probably about 70-80mm, so it'll be ideal for sort of close portrait prime lenses. Obviously on a full body frame, which it will work with, you can use it as a 58mm prime lens. So let's have a look at some test shots taken with this particular lens, starting with this daffodil. There's a slight blue tinge on this photo, but I think this is more me. It's the first shots I took with the camera. We're moving on to some slightly disheveled flowers that I found as I was walking around. But as you can see, it does give a nice bokeh and swirly bokeh around the edges of the particular photo. And this one of my beautiful little dog called Bryn actually came out really nice. I really like this photo. I like the quality and the sharpness of the image taken. And this is him doing what he normally does, lounging around on the sofa. And this was taken in the garage, and it just gives a nice depth of field. I actually really like the quality of the shots that are taken from this. It's going to take some getting used to using this lens, but so far I'm really happy with the quality of the pictures that have come out. It offers a nice quality and a very, very cheap alternative to some of the more modern day prime lenses. So that's today's video for the Helios 44 to 58mm f2 standard prime lens. As I said, you can pick these up on eBay. Some of them go for 60-70 quid, probably very, very good quality ones, but this one in particular went for, I think I've got it for about £28. They are very popular. If you want to find out more for them, there's forums, millions and hundreds of thousands of forums out there all about these lenses, and it's an interesting prospect using a vintage lens on a modern day DSLR, but it's something I'm quite interested in getting into. It may make me get a bit more creative with the shots I'm taking. We shall see. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, like or share if you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. This is Ian HRP on YouTube.